obviously not ready, but here we go.
Greetings, sentient beings. This broadcast is not intended for children. There will be strong language and adult themes. So this is just an impromptu live stream for everybody who wanted to wish Slothgurl a happy birthday. It's still her birthday for almost an hour yet.
Happy birthday, Slothgurl.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Slothgurl. Continue, Purple.
Sorry, Pips.
So, yeah, and she is still recovering from her surgery, so
Yeah,
was kind of limited and wasn't quite up to going out for dinner for her birthday yet because the hard chairs in the restaurants probably wouldn't have been good.
Oof.
I was wardrobe changing. Happy birthday.
Right.
Better to be late than never. Hi, Slothgurl.
So we got some famous Dave's barbecue delivered. That's what she decided she
Did
wanted.
you just say you changed wardrobe?
Yeah, I just put a long sleeve
That
shirt
sounds
on.
pretty good. I had a deer in my backyard earlier. Is that the same thing?
It's whatever you want it to be, Randy. Whatever
Okay,
you
can we
want.
have this explained, Randy? You had
See, I
a
got-
deer in your
I
backyard.
got
That's very
fast
rural
food.
of you. That is.
I'm sorry. What was that, Jim?
Yeah, you had a deer in your backyard. That's very rural of you.
Well,
Did you
it's
use
my
the Velcro
version
gloves
of
to make
fast
sure it didn't
food.
get away? As fast food, rural fast
Well, my-
food.
Hey, I have a 30-06 and really
no,
good
no,
vision.
My mom lives outside, 5 miles outside of a small town in Michigan. So she feeds the deer. And if she forgets to put the bucket of feed cord out for them by 6 o'clock in the evening, they come right up on the porch and knock on the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they will, too. So will turkeys.
You train any animal,
Yep.
they will expect it
Yeah,
every
and
day.
the turkeys, you
Yeah.
hear this tap, 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 and it's like you're looking out the screen window. Oh, shit, I forgot to put the chicken feed out there, for these stupid-ass wild birds. And they're still, they're peckerheads is what they are, knocking on your front door.
Man, around here, peckerhead means something completely different.
I'm sorry. I got lost there for a second.
Rooster face.
Oh. Well, see, I'm still, in the woodland country phase, and I was just gonna get a couple of signs with woodpeckers on them because we got several species of woodpecker around here, and I was gonna put in my parking space, big pecker parking, with a pileated woodpecker, and then with a downy chick or something over there on the other side of the driveway that says small pecker parking. And let's just watch how it goes.
Everyone fights over the bigger parking. Well, all the guys do. Women.
Yeah, it's more of a.
Where we park?
It's totally a man thing. That's a total insecurity check. It's kind of like when you go to the bathroom, and like in the men's bathroom, they'll have
it is.
the regular urinals. Then they'll have one for like a kid. There are grown men. If there's a line, there are grown men who won't go in that one. I'll walk right up to
go
it.
with the water's cold joke there for a second. I thought you were going to go with the water's cold joke.
No, but people get insecure, and to me, it's like it's a bathroom. You need to go in there and do your business and leave. It's the strangest thing.
Sometimes I go for the shorter urinal.
Exactly.
It's like
one time,
it's just a
Go ahead.
50-50 decision for me,
Oh, exactly. I'm 5'9". I'm not a giant. I could use that thing.
I could live in that thing.
One time, my company, my entire company went to a Detroit ball game. We was watching baseball and got done with the game and started headed north. And we saw this rest stop alongside the, how it is, the highway rest stops. We stop in there, and I mean, this place is just gigantic, like freaking 20 stalls and everything. So here I am in the back, and all my other guys, like about 10 guys in my work crew up front. pissing in the urinals, and here I am in the back making an echo. I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole wide world in my hands. And they just busted out freaking laughing, snot bubbles coming out their faces, everything. And it's like, it's a small world after all. It's a small world after. And then I swear, they could have had heart attacks if they was as old as me. It's how hard they were laughing. And
Fun.
so was all the truckers.
So, if you live in the California area, you should get a giant
Happy birthday,
bag of
Slothgurl.
popcorn. I brought my person-sized bag of popcorn to the party. Enough to share. I'll mail it to you guys.
It won't be nice by the time it gets here.
I'm sure I could get a giant bag of popcorn here.
I'm sure it's all the same company too. Like, let's be real. In America, everything is like a subsidiary that thereof.
Oh, you want to hear something creepy?
Okay.
If you're into those cups of Jello or the pudding, it most likely came from the factory in my town.
Oh, I'm obsessed with chocolate pudding. You can take that any way you want. I love cold Jello pudding.
You're probably
I'm just gonna
getting
say,
it from here.
Windup's done. I'm just going to say, I hope you have had an absolutely beautiful day, Slothgurl, and the rest is this bit of the stream goes really good. I will meet you guys back for the later one because it's lunchtime here and I haven't had anything to eat today, so I'm going to go and have some food.
Okay. Bye-bye.
See you in a little bit.
Yep.
I just have the song. I have the theme of Blake 7 stuck in my head every time she puts that ship in the background. Excuse me.
I'm not familiar at all with that show, unfortunately. Just vaguely. I've heard about it for years, but
I have an obsessive habit where
What show is this? I missed it. I'm sorry.
I miss like the old TV shows. So Blake 7 wasn't something that I watched as a kid, but I watched it in my 20s. And then 3 or 4 years ago, I got on YouTube and I found it on YouTube and became obsessed with it. You know, this was before CGI. It was before, so all the props are crap, but the acting's amazing, and the storylines are. It's more about the people, and you know they have weird aliens, they have makeup and stuff, but back then they actually had to have a storyline. So every episode takes you on a journey, and it's a full hour.
Groovy.
Yeah, so I miss a lot of the old school stuff, but I watch certain shows and I'm like,
breaking up. But from what
am I breaking up?
From what I see as an author, I think the older shows. Well, you were on this end, but
it's okay.
Anyways, but from what I gather as an author, I'm hearing better character development and writing back in the 70s and 80s. I would agree.
The show was really all about the character development.
Absolutely.
That's really what made the whole thing so good.
Yeah. Nowadays, as soon as we started getting all these big explosions and ridiculous boobies and butts out there, it's like...
Okay, so for the record,
character development does not matter. We're just looking for, a shiny object.
Eye candy.
A lure.
I like boobs, explosions,
like
and butts. But I love a good storyline too. So I'm down for D, all of the above.
Yeah.
But
everybody does.
It goes back to the whole Star Trek thing. Like back in the day,
the females was attracted to males. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Like they just had more character development back in the day. They'd have more episodes. Now certain series will only have 12 episodes. They'll be good ones, but it's back like old school Star Trek had 24 to 25.
And then they'll say it's a season, and then they'll just go.
So my whole point
I
is,
stopped watching TV about 10 years ago, and then I turned it back on once about 2 months ago, and I'm like, yep, and then shut that fucker off again, and I haven't turned it on unless to watch the weather like 2 times since. I don't give a shit about watching. As a matter of fact, I might just get rid of it and get a refrigerator.
well, the formula for the old school sitcoms are dead because of reality TV. Like reality TV killed television, just how like Nirvana killed rock. Like grunge destroyed like MTV, metal, like
Yeah, oh my God, I so agree with every bit of that. Every bit of that shit. Because I'm a rocker from the 80s, and I used to do. Man, I did a tour for about a year in a blues band behind Quiet Riot. I signed some damn
awesome.
mini boobies. I got freaking carpal tunnel.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree a little bit. I do like the grunge.
Although
I
really?
can't overgeneralize too much. I have that tendency because like I'm really into like individual songs and bands more than genres. Like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, and Soundgarden are among my favorite bands.
I have whatever CD Black Hole Sun is on.
Oh yeah, the early '90s, early.
I'm more Alice Cooper, Black Sabbath, fucking.
I'm into that too. I'm into a lot of different weird things.
And you know what? I was hardcore into Nirvana, Soundgarden. I really was into that, but like that era, like they basically, people stopped backing certain types of bands, and it was all grunge after that.
I forget what album it was, but it was the Alice Cooper album that had Feed My Frankenstein. I fucking love that album. I love that song. It was one I used to jam out to with my dad. Well, because my dad had it on vinyl.
Awesome.
And so my dad had thousands of vinyls. So we would sit in the den and we would put on some vinyls and just like jam out. Or he would run it through the speakers out to the cookhouse, and we'd be burning sage, smoking cowboy killers, listening to music while making supper. It was good shit.
Question. Kitty, have you listened to Alice Cooper's radio show?
I didn't know he had a radio show.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's like syndicated or whatever, because it can't be like through my local radio station, but yeah, he's had it for several years now. I listen to it on my drive to work every night. It's very awesome.
Good show.
It's great.
He's a fucking weirdo, but he's awesome.
He's lovely on the radio show, dude.
He lives in a place. Well, I don't actually. You know what? I'm not going to dox him. I'm not going to dox. I'm not going to dox Alex Cooper, but I lived in the same town as him when I was in my 20s, and like, it was the weirdest thing to see him at the grocery store. But he's just a normal, cool guy.
Alice? Yeah.
Yeah, Alice Cooper would literally just shake your hand. No, he's, I judge people because, like, I live around people that are famous now, and, like, some are the nicest people on earth that will shake your hand, talk to you, and some are snooty. And it's like, man, you are on one HBO show. I barely know who you are.
There's only a few bands that I've actually seen perform live. There's only one band I've seen perform live like multiple times, and that's Coheed and Cambria, and they're one of my favorites. But the first concert I ever went to was actually a Meatloaf concert on the Bat Outta Hell tour. First time I ever smelled weed in the convention center. They had a giant, like, 100-foot inflatable bat, and fucking Meatloaf playing his music.
I remember that tour.
I was like 10 years old or something like that. And then I also I saw
Awesome.
Dickie Lee and Lou Christie in concert. Lou Christie, man, he can hit the high notes, and he was joking to the audience that he has to hike his pants up really, really tight to hit those really high notes. And then I've seen some other bands here and there, but I haven't actually been to that many concerts or music festivals for that matter.
I have. I've seen Ozzy like 15 times. I've
Hey,
seen
Will?
Slayer like 100
Can we
times.
go to
Me
Folsom
neither.
together one year?
Yeah, to just go look around. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wholesome,
obviously.
like
We're not gonna
Johnny
partake,
Cash.
but like it's on my bucket
Folsom
list,
Prison
and I
Band.
would love to have a big brother figure to go with me. So I want
We
to go
could
to
drive
Folsom.
up. We could almost drive up to. You could take a picture in front of the prison. We'll drive up to the guard shack.
Yep.
They would let you take a picture too.
You want to know what my first concert was? I haven't been to very many at all.
Yes.
Mine was a Christian band called Whiteheart.
Oh wow!
I went to Night of
Oh, I
Joy one year.
remember those motherfuckers.
Really? You know 'em?
I don't remember what bands were playing, but one year I did go to
Yeah,
Night of
and
Joy
I went
at
to a
Disney.
Petra concert.
Oh,
Sorry,
Petra. I
Katie,
used to be into Petra. I've been remembering them lately, and I've been singing "Beat the System" at work.
Sorry, kidding. Yeah,
No, you're fine.
there's a Resurrection Band. You know, I went to a few Christian rock concerts, you know, on the church bus. But then after that, my first real concert was Rat and Poison. And then it was the country band Alabama, which I got kicked out of for getting the police horse drunk. And then it was Rat and Poison again.
Mine was Slayer,
Okay.
and that
Slothgurl
was. Oh,
The
go ahead.
Slothgurl wants to
And
go to the
then-
memes.
Woo!
Yay!
Pavlov's cat. Okay, what's going on? I can see through you. My son told me he's transgender, so that makes me transparent. Well, I'm a transparent now.
Cute.
I'd wear that shirt. I'd wear that.
It's adorable.
Number 1, I need help with the crossword puzzle. The clue is overworked mailman. How many letters? I'm guessing too many.
Yeah.
Cats are crazy. Cats are crazy.
Yeah, I've lived with cats all my life. Be kind. Everyone is fighting their own battles. Why would I be kind? I will be brutal and relentless and ride into battle by their side. Yeah, we need more of those.
Okay.
I like this one. That one's actually hilarious. Madagascar. I lived there before.
Out of Gascar.
Why art thou wearing thy full armor, good Sir Knight? Art thou off to do battle in the Crusades? Nay, my lady, I'm going to try and give my cat a pill.
That's true.
And this is so true of Slothgurl's cat. Petunia takes 2 of us. I have to try and hold
Look
her
at
if
that
she's going
artwork,
to try
though.
to force her mouth open.
Mm-hmm.
I dreamed about drowning in an ocean of orange soda last night. It took me a while to work out. It was just a fantasy.
Oh wow, love it.
Oh, now I had a song stuck in my head.
I would tell you guys a construction joke, but I'm still working on it.
My wife told me to take the spider out instead of killing him. We went out, had a few drinks. Nice guy. He's a web designer.
Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. It's hilarious.
Love it. I love puns.
In a dark alley, Mr. Colleen and Scrubbing Bubble eyeball their next victim, but this was no ordinary opponent.
That's awesome.
Love it. Big Ben.
Oh, hi, Andrew.
Marco Polo. Oh shit.
Very good.
I had a shirt that was it was a mouse in an eagle's claws, and it was the last act of defiance, and the mouse had a middle finger up.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Hi, Faye.
Hi, Faye.
I'm gonna go over here and. Nope. I'm not on the other thing. Never mind.
Okay, so I have a Star Wars joke I made up.
Okay.
I hope I can.
Okay.
I hope my voice is up to it. So, okay. What happens when a Gungan farts in public? Disoppunist.
I like it.
Miss Ketty knows this joke. I told this before, but I'm going to do it again anyways because I don't give a shit. Why did the sperm cross the road? Because
To
I
get to
wore
the
the
other
wrong
vagina?
sock this morning.
Ah. That is funny and gross. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Ew! My son's preteen. Ew! I'm kidding. I'm prepared for all the. I was a teenager. I remember.
That is you. Yuck.
You know what happens when you're younger, you fight the establishment, and then when you're older, you look around one day and you realize that you are the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Me neither.
Well, partially.
I have yet to be established.
It took me a while.
I'm 46. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
No, I'm not establishment.
Well,
used
if
to
we
be
all
a little
establish-
bit, and I apologize for Iraq.
You weren't the only person there.
The element of surprise.
I like
No.
that one.
But I was the one who did the speeches in the White House.
Hmm.
I got invited to the White House by the Gores and the Clintons to make speeches at lunch and stuff like that too, and get everybody all riled up. And then I spoke for the 82nd Airborne, got everybody riled up, and then I got out. Couldn't get back in because of my ailments. They wouldn't let me join back up. And then next thing you know, 9/11 happened. And then after that, it was special forces training with a sign outside of a few posts that says we do it the Magley way. Oh, by the way, that's my last name.
So you did a speech, then we had 9/11. So we're going to have to ask you to stop giving speeches.
Yeah, I did. I went home and I got a bottle and I got on YouTube, and I've been here ever since.
Beauty.
That's a big bottle.
So I walked across the bed, jumped on the floor, ran down the stairs, sprinted into the kitchen, hopped up on the counter, and found out he was opening a can of corn.
For the record, canned corn is amazing.
Yeah, good enough. Mediocrities.
Sweet. That's
Reminds me of
awesome.
my friend's fucking construction company, Close Enough Construction.
Chocolate comes from coca, which comes out of a tree. That makes it a plant. Therefore, chocolate counts as a salad.
There you go.
I don't know where you live, but have you guys seen the price of chocolate lately?
Yeah, well,
No.
I'm not surprised, and some things will settle back down after, all the factories are back to normal and we're having a lot of problems with distribution networks.
I'm obsessed with Mr. Goodbar, and a box that was $10 was $27 last time I went to the store. Man, those things are everywhere around here.
Yep. And this is the best one.
It's attempted murder right there.
Well, it's a real monster under the bed.
That is awesome.
Absolutely. Can you guys hear me?
No.
Yep, I can hear you great.
All right, I'm just making sure. I have with my new mic, I can't tell half the time.
I can't hear you. I suggest you unplug the mic and go and stand in the bathroom.
Thank you. Thank you for your advice. Thank you.
That's okay. I always look after you.
You do. Still, no, but I'm serious. I was watching To the Men Are Born, and then I got all obsessed with that other show, and I've been watching it, so now I'm an expert on your legal system. After watching Crown Court and that other show, I am now I'm now an expert on your complete legal system, which is one of the most confusing things I've ever heard of.
I'm going to do a hip-hop styley version of the Crown Court theme.
But now I like No Job for a Lady. I like that theme. It almost sounds like Crown Court theme.
Okay, and this one's not a joke, but something we should all keep in mind. Here's to all the people with different opinions, and we're still friends because we're all adults.
Okay, but
cool.
to completely bite on what I don't even know who wrote it under what you posted. Toxic people should be kicked out. So in no way, shape, or form should we honor this with a toxic person.
Well, it's the toxic people that really need to take this to heart.
I
Exactly.
agree. No, I'm willing
Good
to
luck getting them to, but
yeah, exactly. I'm willing to go middle road, But see, here's the problem with being the bigger person. After a while, you stop compromising because you're always the bigger person. And after a while, you're like, nah, this person's just being a dick, so I'm not going to compromise with this person, So you have to use discretion.
Got to put your foot down somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe firmly in their crotch, but
Depends on how good a friend you are.
Yeah, I don't want to advocate violence, really, but I mean,
I'm anti-violence. I'm pro self-defense.
well, I mean, I think a license to slap should be a thing, right? Her Majesty's Secret Service has a license to kill. I think I should get a license to slap because sometimes they're just people who really need to be slapped, and it's not a permanent harm. It's just a hey, wake up to reality and smell what you're shoveling, right?
well, maybe we should do it with a punch card. That once a month you're allowed to slap somebody for being stupid. So, you do it, you take out your card, they punch it, and that's it. Then you can't do it again until after the end of the month.
We should bring back dueling with black powder revolvers.
Question: has there ever been a dueling banjos to the death?
What happens in the backwoods stays in the backwoods. I'm sure there was, but no one was around to record it.
No kidding, man. I'm sure somebody's been beaten to death with a banjo.
Oh, I've been to some of those
No,
really
you
scary
can't laugh
places
at
in
that.
the
You
South.
just can't laugh.
Okay, Will, Slothgurl was asking if you've ever watched Mrs. Brown's Boys. She was getting into that, Britcom.
No, I have not got into that yet.
Don't do it, Will.
No. I need something new to watch though. I'm in a show hole right now because I was watching Earth Final Conflict,
Sorry.
and the show was amazing. It was amazing up until season 5, and season 5 is such garbage that I can't stomach it. And keep in mind, I watch movies like Big Ass Spider, Rock Monster, Attack of the
Sharknado.
love it. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I love crappy movies.
Yeah, but there are
Sci-fi
some
cheesy
movies
is-
that are so bad that then you can really enjoy them.
Exactly. And the fact that Gene Roddenberry allowed his name to be put on this show, the only good thing about season 5 is that Marjorie Burnett, she is the voice of all the computers like in Star Trek.
Cool.
So that's it.
Yeah, I heard that.
I phased out there. What show is this again?
Earth Final Conflict.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
it was a filler show in the 90s. I loved it.
I liked
never-
it. Yeah.
I because when you're a kid, when I was a kid, I'd come home drunk from a party or something. That or Farscape or Stargate was always on TV because we had real sci-fi
Oh
back
my
then.
God,
You know,
Farscape was awesome. Who's still
Oh,
got
yeah.
a crush on Claudia Black?
Now,
I do.
Farscape,
Okay, yeah.
Farscape, I liked it initially, but after they had the baby ship born and they switched the main villain, I really didn't care for it. That second villain they
it
had,
was over.
he just
by
seemed too
then.
unhinged. It just didn't seem to work.
They did take it out to the fringes. That was their style. You know, it was a weird show. It definitely was a weird show.
I actually like.
I saw a sci-fi cheesy ass movie like you're talking about, Will, but it was with the girl from Farscape that played the bluish gray lady that was all sexy
Mhm,
and stuff
mhm.
like that. And I think it was like pterodactyl or terror birds or some shit like that. And
I
she
love
was,
those movies.
and she was like the main actor. Yeah, because of course you got to have the typical man and woman who lead in the pack, and they're teaching each other shit along the way, and everybody else just don't exist.
What would they
And
do?
they're gonna die
She was
off
in Mad
anyways
Max.
because the monsters gonna eat them.
She was in Mad Max, I think it was. I didn't
Yeah.
find that out until after I got into Farscape.
The only reason I even know what her
Oh.
face looks like is because I went to Comic-Con one year and they were all there. This was a while ago. I've been to Comic-Con quite a few
Cool.
times.
I
went to a
loved
movie
the
a
blue
few
chick.
times.
I thought
Okay. I unfortunately have a very busy night here, so I think I need to wrap this one up.
Oh my!
And then, we're going to be going into my usual midnight show, but we're going to be dealing with a serious topic tonight. So, trigger warnings for people that the midnight show, we're dealing with surviving abusive relationships. So, let's go around and wrap this up here. So I've, got like 10 minutes to set up for the next show.
Beauty.
Awesome.
So, anybody have anything they want to fill out before we go?
I do. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, well, basically, if you do it, you've probably got me and Kitty covered. So,
Hi. Hello. Hi. I'm Godless Sewing, and I have a better microphone, so I don't have to scream like I normally do. Every Thursday, Jen from Jen's Little Corner, Kitty, the Empress of Hell, and myself, we have the What the Fuck Show, or we have the Sewing Circle. Every Wednesday, Sam Chaos, Maddie from Science Side Up, and myself, we have a podcast called Pub Religion that comes out on Sam Chaos's channel, 3:30 West Coast time. And every Wednesday, I'm on Midday America with Purple Rhymes with Orange, and every Thursday as well. So be there or be square.
That was so shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I be a cylinder? I just want to be different.
We were talking, sorry about me being a little bit distracted, but we were talking about music, and it got me thinking about when I'd gone to Night of Joy and how I used to volunteer at this church on the weekends for a program they did called The Well, where they basically had a safe hangout place for teenagers to keep them out of trouble. And I could not remember the band name. So I literally just dug up the youth pastor from that church on Facebook, and I sent him a message like, hey, it's been a while. Like, this is bothering me because Google Foo is failing me. I cannot seem to find the band that you were in with your brother for this thing. So can you just let me know what that was? So I'll see if he responds. He probably will. I mean, come on. Like a youth pastor who is now trying to bridge the gap between Judaism and Christianity and like wanting to make connections with people. I'm sure he'll respond eventually, but it is midnight here. So probably won't be until tomorrow at the earliest. But I will get back to you on what the name of that band was because I do remember enjoying the music. Like it sounded good. I mean, I'm not really a Christian, and I wasn't a Christian then either, but it sounded good. So I'll get back to you on that if he gets back to me. Sorry, I just my little non sequitur there.
Anyone else?
I was about to go off because the silence was murdering me slowly.
Live with the harmonic.
What's that, Randy?
I got the lag, so it's all good here. I don't even give a shit. You know, I'm half asleep when I'm talking anyway. Anyways, I got Live with the Harmonica Man on Saturday evening, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And whatever the hell I come up with in between, Patreons, lessons. So if you're a Patreon, you get a free lesson or two, and all that crap. But, you know, live on Saturday evenings with the Harmonica Man. Let's have a good time. Bullshit a while. That's all I got.
Sounds really very.
Okay. Well, with that, then we're going to shut down, and we'll run the Survivor stream for about an hour and a half, and after that, we'll go back to a casual after party, for people to unwind.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know the Survivors thing is going to have serious trigger problems for a lot of people. So if you're not up for that, I understand. But if you want to join in after we finish that, then it'll just be a casual hangout. So with that, I will see you all in a little while. Bye-bye.